Hello, MonstersAbound here, a YouTube channel first discovered by Welsh scientists in 2017, covered by old issues of the Radio Times on the floor of a bedsit located just outside Cardiff. Realising its inherent evil, they attempted to destroy it in a desperate attempt to save mankind, but were ultimately unsuccessful when they realised that the Great British Bake Off was just about to start, and that maybe humanity wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Just as well as it turned out to be a cracking episode of GBBO, which saw Sophie Faldo take on Stephen Carter-Bailey and Katie Lyon in a tense final. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 25 of my Fay Enchantress Campaign, where, well, look at this. We're three-quarters of... I'll edit that out. It's three-quarters of the way to victory. Good. And we've got so many peasants that we could literally... I mean, to be honest, I don't feel like I need more armies. We've got a lot of peasants here. I could literally create an all-peasant mob. Should I just create an all-peasant mob army? It doesn't sound very effective. Who would I throw it at? Maybe I could try and take Albion with all... I mean, how would that work? Against Life Gulbrand... Fuck it, I'm going to do it. Right.
My strength and wisdom are
right.
yours.
Hear me out. I'm thinking we recruit.
Very well, if you insist.
What, we literally don't have enough... Okay.
I will indulge you.
I'm going to... Right, Rene is going to have an entire army of peasant mob apart from obviously his cafe staff and Officer Crabtree. And then we're going to send them to retake Albion. That's what we're going to do. I'll say retake. Obviously, Albion is Warhammer Britain, but it's riddled with chaos corruption. So it's a lot like current Britain. So Albion is Warhammer Britain. It's based. It doesn't really have much lore. There was a campaign set there because there are lizard man focal. There's rune stones or something there. They're an important part of the old one's plan, and Chaos was going to invade Albion and destroy them, and therefore end the world. But they didn't do very well. So, well, they never. To be honest, even in the last grand campaign that they did for the Warhammer, where it was supposed to be, it feels like they wanted Chaos to win. And Chaos got its ass kicked. I mean, not even close, just absolutely annihilated. And then they just retconned the lore to go, no, Chaos did win, honest. Even though the results were like Chaos got its ass handed to it. It was like the good guys just kicked the shit out of Chaos. It wasn't even close. But yeah, so Albion, Warhammer Britain, just basically a mist-shrouded isle covered in swampland and rain. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty close. I was just admiring how sort of like how straight our empire is. It pretty much goes all the way through Bretonnia, through Estalia, down into the coast of Arabian Land of Assassins. We have a very long and thin empire, which is good. Is it? Maybe? Not sure. It's certainly a thing. It's a thing that's happened, and that's, in some ways, some people in some places could consider that to be potentially optimal. Let's just go with that. So let's just end the turn. Heffley Hugh, I was going to send you up to Hagrid. Yes. I don't think Tyrion's got a military access treaty with Katep. I think he's literally just traipsing all over his flower beds and probably pissing him right off. Which just makes my life harder for me because I'm trying to be BFFs with all of them. It looks like Tyrion's actually going to go and burn down some Dark Elf stuff. I mean, that's fine, but obviously once I've run out of this rich vein of evil that I found in the north, what then? You know? And plus, once I've finished killing Dark Elves, the High Elves are going to be like, well, what have you done for us lately? And that could potentially be a problem, especially because I'm at war with Tekalis currently. Holy crap, the Empire's doing quite well. Is the vampire council still alive?
What brings you down from your mountain halls, dwarf?
Hello, Belagar? Wait, did you always start there? You've got okay. Well, that okay. No, sure, whatever. Yeah, sure, okay. I don't know if... Obviously, I've got Mixu's Legendary Lords. I don't know whether they changed the start location for Bellegarde, so we started at Karakate Peaks. Citation needed. Not sure. I do like Mixu's. It just adds a nice little bit of flavour. I like it. I like that a lot. Oh, Raymond's back. And the Brayhards come. Where? That's miles away, so that's no problem. Armand Dubois. He's back as well. Right, Raymond.
True Knight of Bretonia.
Raymond. Everyone. Do you know that copying and pasting doesn't work very well in the... Everyone hates Raymond. There you go. Copying and pasting doesn't work very well in the editing of... you can't copy, for one, and pasting seems to be really weird. I don't know why. I've tried it, trust me. Okay, everyone hates Raymond. You're going to go back to Nagarond, where you belong. Apparently the Wood Elves are laying siege to Caron Cars, so that's a thing.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I know who you are, Tim.
Very well, if you insist.
I definitely do know who you are. Trust me on this.
For now, yes.
Let's do this. With a gush of putrid water, the bloated corpse of an ancient sea leviathan surfaces close by. You consider sending your crew to investigate what the poor bastard secrets the cadaver of the sea beast will bestow, but such an expedition is not without risk. What do I care? The peasants. When alive, these creatures are known to host parasites the size of wolves and even colonies of needle-toothed aquatic man-things, which will probably have some common ancestry with quite a few of my peasants. Even so, there may be valuables to be found within its thinking. Yeah, sure. Let's see. Banner of Rage. Let's give that to you. I'm just going to water resolve that.
Moving out.
Lady calls me hence. I must answer her. Campaign movement range. Gained by fighting battles far from the capital. Perfect vigour for Alberic. They're very, very nice. He got a giant blade. A corpse of such size does not go unnoticed by the brigands of the sea, and sure enough, on your way to the monster's remains, you're accosted by a vampire admiral's fleet. After dispatching them in the ensuing sea battle, you looted the galleon before sailing on the Leviathan's remains, where your crew were able to cut open its belly and extract further wealth and treasures. Oh, lucky bastards. So a giant blade, that's good. Alberic is... Let's do that. And the moist bent is a unicorn. Everyone should have a unicorn.
Protector of the realm.
Can we recruit? Yes, we can.
It shall be so.
Let's get some Crusader Knights. Let's do that. That'll give Tim time to catch up. Then we can land at Harganeth and take them down as well. Louis Leon Landra. You're going to get a deadly blade. Where are you? Oh, you're in that army.
Honor
Yeah, I don't really know why I'm doing that. Where's Luon? Come on, Luon. Now, as someone said, and this is good advice, if you see these little lines of trees here, these are areas where you can travel without taking attrition. So, you can see skull there. Probably get a skull the other side. Maybe that side. Maybe it's the road. Is it the road, or is it between the trees? Is it between? I think it's between. It's between the trees. There we go. So yeah, there you go. So skull there, skull there. Where these trees are, either side here, this little corridor is. I guess that's a river or road. I think it's a road. So basically, as long as you follow the roads, you are fine. So we are going to go over here.
My reputation.
And basically, we're just going to upset our old dusty bone boy. We're going to sit outside his city and just make rude signs at him. Say his mother was a snowblower and so on. That kind of thing, basically. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think I need it. I'm going to build an ugly farm. Oh, that's going to be nice. And here we're going to build a spice market because the spice must flow.
It's our legend.
Indeed, Heflehue, go and assault the garrison of Nagrand. Looks like Tyrion's almost there. And there's no one home. They are screwed. Seriously, completely screwed. It's nice to see the Wood Elves doing something as well. They've actually arrived on the coast of Nagrand. Daith here Probably doesn't has no idea where he is. He's just enjoying. It's a little bit chilly here, Orion. Are we still in the forest? And Orion's like, yeah, no, we're still in the forest. Oh, look at all these trees.
Protector of the realm.
Indeed. Bo, what we got here? I'm going to see if maybe we can kill this army down here just for funsies. Sure. Yeah, we're going to declare war. No, I don't want to call my allies to help because they will all leave me with my reliability. Okay, what do we got? You know what? I'm just going to charge and see what happens. So we tried this tactic against quite a few different armies, and this time it's a Dark Elves' turn. And they don't have a lot of infantry. They do have some cavalry. They've got some Doomfire Warlocks here. How do Doomfire Warlocks fare against Knights? Well, the problem with Doomfire Warlocks are going to have is the fact that these guys are armoured and they're not. So that's going to be pretty harsh. The rest of our infantry charging in. We've got some Blackguard right in our path, some Manticores as well. We've got units flanking around. There's some more Doomfire Warlocks. These guys are not going to do very well against the Questing Knights. The Questing Knights are just going to chop their way through them pretty convincingly. Lovely charges there. Questing Knights just smashing around from either flank. Little Doom Bolt there from the Doomfire Warlocks, but nothing we can't deal with. We do have some Blackguard and Aggro. Now these guys are the real main problem we're going to face because after the charge, then it's just a grind basically, and that's one that they're probably going to win unless we do that. Charge from both directions. They're going to take a lot of damage very, very quickly and go down pretty hard. Meanwhile, Bo and Arthur are beating up the enemy commander, who doesn't really know what to do. He keeps getting just run down. There's Corsairs all over the place, but Corsairs, of course, are very light infantry. Good infantry killers. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Good non-armoured infantry killers. Terrible for everything else, like killing, you know, a shit ton of Questing Knights. So as you can see, the army is not very happy, the Dark Elf army anyway, and they're all starting to just basically get trampled by huge numbers of cavalry, and this is basically where you just end up with little seas, little islets of enemy regiments like holding out against the horde of Questing Knights, like this Spiky Hydra, which is it has managed to rack up quite a few kills. It is anti-large, it is unpiercing, but it's a target-rich environment, and it's not very happy about it being a target-rich environment. It's off, it's running for its life, it's gone. And now our knight's just chasing off after any survivors as the entire army breaks and runs. Yet again, Bo crushes the opposition. Is there an army composition that can't be defeated by Crusader Knights? The answer is almost certainly yes. Of course there is. But as it happens, it wasn't this one. So we are going to just as a forced labour, sure.
Unwell.
Got a Berserker Sword. Very, very nice. Can we come here? I want to finish you off. So does Bo. Bo wants to finish you off. Construct, not particularly bothered by that. Reinforcement range, don't really care. Zealous Peasantry, we don't have any. Grail Knights, we don't have any of those either. So basically that is all complete garbage. Let's go with Rally, I guess. Let's go with Rally. I think they might actually attack me.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, Rene, I know who you are. For friggin' hell's sake. Right.
If the lady wills it.
The lady does will it. She's like, this is going to be fucking amazing. There we go. We're going to whack up. There we go. Peasants galore.
My reputation precedes me.
It really does. That's going to be a shit ton of peasants. Right, so we've got an entire army of Questing Knights. We're going to have a large army of Peasant Mob. Can Peasant Mob do the same job as Questing Knights? Big question. This is why this channel is one of the best on YouTube. It's because it's scientific. We do the science here. We don't just muck about. We do the hard stuff. We knuckle down. We ask the hard questions, and then we get the hard answers. Either way, we get it hard.
Paladin of Britonia.
Okay, Armand, you can't really do anything here. Also, you're pretty tired, so you just have a little rest.
Hero of Britonia.
Yes, you are, but you're a tired one, so just don't fret your little head. Let's see if we can assault King Hakor. Failure. Well, Hefler, Everstone, we're going to bring you down here just for funsies.
Do you seek an end to these dark days, Britonian?
Dark days? What dark days? You kick the I mean, there's literally nothing dark within a 500-mile radius of you, mate. You've butchered the entire greenskin horde. I mean, there's nothing left.
Wisdom are yours.
Chilforite, just go over there.
Taking my leave.
Yeah, you take your leave, bloody jerk. Without you, I wouldn't have to deal with Trace. I'd be fine. I'd just be able to...
Welcome. What
I'd
brings
have no
you here?
troubles in my life. But no, because of you, because of your stupid war...
My deeds are legend.
Yep, Marathi is well and truly dead. And I didn't move Armand, but to be honest, I don't really need him. Okay. This is exciting because this turn coming up, we can actually declare war on the Dusty Mummy Boys without further hurting our reputation. If that's even possible. Because it's been very low for quite a... Sometimes I think it gets stuck. And I don't entirely know why. But sometimes I think it gets stuck because I've had this a couple of times where something like this happens because it should be fixed by now. I should not still be very low in reputation. I have broken no agreements, no trade treaties. I've not gone to war with anyone, non-aggression for quite a while. It feels like quite a while. But I'm not 100% sure how long it needs to take. Because this campaign has gone quite quickly. When you don't have to conquer everything, your consolidation is actually pretty swift. That's quite a few armies that he has there. Is that going to be... Are we going to be able to deal with that? It looks like Norskins have retaken their coastline. At one point, I think Nordland had quite a few... Am I at war with Ostland? Yes, I am, aren't I? I've been at war with them for quite a while. I've just been ignoring them, I remember. See, I'm not that incompetent. Ish. Oh, you want to come back? Yeah, these guys are not the brightest. Thank you for the chivalry. It's nice of them, isn't it? Tyrants of the Black Ocean. They've gone to the Black Ocean. We've got farriers. We've got some more speed for our cavalry. Noblemen. Apparently, Beaumont Beastslayer wasn't noble enough. Gain by maintaining an army consisting mainly of knights. There's no substitute for the nobility, rigour and honour of Bretonian aristocracy. Well, there we go. He's got sea legs as well. So is Arthur. That's nice. That's good. Right, okay. We should be able to declare war.
Dare challenge an ever-living priest king of Nehekara.
Yes. Right, good.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Right, if we use the Fay Enchantress, then we can continue the siege. We can bring in Sir John to assist. Does he not have a horse? Oh, he's got a big burny sword. Look at that.
For Our Lady.
And boff. I'll take that. Thank you very much. I could have sacked it and got a lot of money, but I don't think that's worth it. And to be honest, I've already got a lot of money, so I don't really need more. Okay, so we've got the capital. That's useful. So what we can do is actually get a windmill here. I can knock down that because I don't want it. Do want the spice market, though. And this should be improving our relations with the lizardmen down here, if they're still alive, and also the dwarves, so that's useful. Now, Knight Pope, of course, is one of the best peeps around. We're going to give you a Deadly Blade. That's what we're going to do. We are actually only on turn 100. We're not very, it's actually been it's been a very quick campaign. Bretonian. If you just want a quickie, go with the Bretonian. That's what they say, isn't it? What do they say? Not sure. Thyrusa. One of our best casters. Oh, what a lady. Let's, I don't know, maybe go scouting. You can scouting for girls.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, John, I know who you are. Nathan, let's go Deadly Blade with you. And looks like Donna. Oh, hello. What do you have? You don't... So that's charge bonus and ward save for battle pilgrims. Now,
You seek prophecy.
Knight Pope also... Doesn't he give bonuses to battle pilgrims? So, yes. So, if we put both
My
Donna...
reputation precedes me.
If we put both Donna and Knight Pope in the same army. Peasants' duty, additional tax rate. Oh, that's only local province. So if we do this, then they'll get 10% charge, 10% ward save. They've already got... Let's have a look. So they've already got 10%. That'll be 20% ward save. Plus, they've got 20% physical resistance. So they'll have 40% damage resistance on top of their 44 armor, 52 melee attack and 42 melee defense. I mean, as line infantry goes, that's pretty fucking good.
Protector of the realm.
Donna, you're moving.
I will lead by example.
Yes, good to know. That's not the right one. Donna, you are going to buff our lads. They should have now 15% ward save. Holy shit. That's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I guess... I mean, Grail Guardians are inherently better than... I mean, even if you buff them up to the max rank, Grail Guardians are still going to beat Battle Pilgrims any day of the week, so... Also in a rise, we will pass our units over. In fact, he's pretty close now. He's we can actually land in our hike. He's only going to be 3 turns, which is pretty good because we don't have much more chivalry to get. Almost there. Bow. It's almost ranked. Oh, he has ranked up, is what I meant to say. Let's give you questing knights. Questing knights. There we go. 12 armor, melee defense, and charge bonus. That'll do. So it's only working for these. So there we go. 74 charge bonus. So these guys are gold chevron, so they're rank 7. 53 weapon strength, 46 melee attack, 51 melee defense. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Pop you in there. You'll heal up. Good stuff. In one turn, Rene's army is going to be ready to retake Albion. We're going to retake Albion from the terrifying hordes of Norskans. It's going to be fine. We're going to do really, really well. It's definitely not going to be an absolute massacre, and Rene's certainly not going to die horribly. That's my guess anyway. That's what I'm thinking. It's not lunacy. You're still recruiting, which is fine.
My strength and wisdom are yours.
We can sail across. In fact, what we can do is sail a little bit closer, somewhere like that, and we're going to lay siege to Hagen. It doesn't have a garrison. None of the Dark Isle cities have garrisons, and Malekith has not. He's not been doing great, has he? Looks like he's got. Let's see. Looks like there's a horrible, weird, tentacly thing here with lots of. I mean, that's probably not good, is it? That's probably not good. And there's a big old snake there. And that's pretty impressive, really. I mean, go large or go home, and the Norskans certainly do go large. That's an eagle one there as well. So they've basically raised these settlements and have been raising icons to the gods. One for Zinch, one for Nurgle, and one for Slanesh. Khorne, though, being left out. Oh, poor Khorne. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride with Khorne. Must be tough being Khorne. He's really only got one dimension, doesn't he? And that's blood for the blood god, skulls for the throne of Khorne. That's all he really cares about. And I imagine sometimes that must get him down, mustn't it? He must some days he must be like thinking, I don't want any more skulls. I've got a big pile of them. The throne's getting unstable on this big pile of skulls. I just, you know, could we not put it on like a nice cement base just to make sure it's stable? Because sometimes I'm sat on that big, you know, throne, and I'm a little bit concerned I'm going to end up tobogganing down the side of this big pile of skulls, and that's not going to look, that's not godly, is it? That's just, and people keep bringing me blood. I don't want more bloods. I've got plenty of blood. You know, of all the things I need, it's not skulls and blood. It's things like, you know, a loaf of bread for breakfast, because I've got plenty of blood, I've got plenty of skulls. Neither of those are good for breakfast, I presume. I don't know. I'm not. Maybe corn lights? I suppose you'd have cornflakes. I'll edit that out. That's not worth it. Okay, on we go. Everyone Hates Raymond is heading over there. They're going to, yeah, research. All right. Yeah, I forgot about research. We can do some research. What have we got? Harbour Master bribes. Ooh. It's not very knightly, is it? It's not very knightly at all. Let's go for charge bonus plus 10%. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Blinker hood, steel furnaces, more armor, weapon strength for sword infantry and all knight units, and then regular torment, melee, and defense for our knights. Oh, that's going to be pretty good. Let's go with, how is controls pretty good here? There's no corruption, so let's maybe just whack. I suppose we want growth, don't we? Let's go peasant's duty. Yeah, I said duty. Oh, Heffler, sorry, buddy, I forgot about you. I forget. It's the problem when you get to this point where you just got lots of, you know, little agents all running around. It's why I kind of like Three Kingdoms, and even Three Kingdoms towards the end of the campaign, I was a bit like, I need to move, you know, 7 or 8 armies all in the same direction and then hit end turn. At least though, when you hit end turn in Three Kingdoms, it's quick. Whereas in Mortal Empires, and you know, it's one of the problems of having such a massive game. The problem with Mortal Empires is that it's just a lot of factions, a lot of things to move around, lots of territory. It's really no wonder it takes so long. And then there's those people that go, oh, they should add Cathay, and you're like, shit, do you know how big the map would have to be? I mean, even if they squeezed it, it would be fucking huge. And it just, I don't know, unless they made a lot of the terrain like unpassable or like non-settled, but then what's the point in it? It just adds more stuff. So I would not be surprised if the map we currently have, this map here, is pretty much what we end up with, and they kind of like add, because we can see there's actually some space here at the side, and I reckon this space here, that's basically where these extra factions are going to be. And I think we have to expect that the end turns in Warhammer 3 are probably going to be even more brutal than Mortal Empires, unfortunately. And that's just, I think it's just a case of, I mean, people always complain about the AI, right? Making stupid decisions. Have you seen how quickly the AI has to make decisions? I mean, it's literally split second, like, okay, doing this. Oh, I did wonder when he was going to turn up.
Word is spreading across the land of a dark power rising in the northern wastes.
Yeah.
The armies of chaos are on the move.
Yeah, they're always doing something, aren't they?
Plan to invade the world of mortals once
again. Oh
again.
look, Cracker Drak's still alive. Holy shit.
Prepare your defenses well, for the forces of chaos spare no one in their quest for bloodshed.
I think I'll be alright, thanks, mate. I mean, if they manage to smash their way down through Ostland and is Kislev still alive? Ostland and Cracker Drak, then frankly, I think by the time they get down here, they'll be a little bit worse for wear. Dire tidings from the north, the tendrils of chaos writhe and reach out from the accursed waste, tainting the land and sowing dissent. Their corrupt forces wax ever stronger, and now their agents are abroad, spreading the foul corruption of their malign gods. On their heels come bands of marauding warriors led by the most zealous of the Chaos Lords, eager to wreak destruction in the name of the ruinous powers. All the while, ever more warriors flock to some focal point in the Chaos Waste, a nexus of power which transcends their petty rivalries and impels them to join with the numberless horde. Doom approaches, and it's only in strength that any hope may be found. Or, you know, just throwing stuff at the wall here and seeing what sticks. Or a shit ton of questing knights.
She calls.
Let's see what happens there. Or maybe
Blessings of the
a shit ton of peasant mobs. Also, okay, back in your box. Good. So we're going to see what happens there. Shield of Thorns, why not? Rene, you are good to go. Let's go, man.
Protector of the realm.
let's go. You finished. Your cafe is in Mousselon. You worked there for a long time, but now you've got a horde of peasants to follow you into battle to retake Albion, Warhammer Britain. Oh, it's going to be absolute carnage. Absolute bloody carnage. But that and the rest as we head north, deal with more Malekith before Tyrion kills him, and beat up some horrible spooky bony boys in the south, and go to retake Warhammer Britain. As we go to all do that, that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Fay Enchantress.